Yeah, this one also slept at the train station,
But I think that actually a lot of people have slept at the train station.
and I think it's also a good experience.
No, 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 no,
I
no.
feel like
How?
I feel like you need. It's a very nice story.
No,
Like you
bro.
probably had an experience sleeping, but also it depends on the bandwidth you sleep at. By
Bro,
I
yeah,
think it
if
depends
it's
on the
winter,
bandwidth.
bro, your whole
You
week
need
is going to be mess, bro. I totally disagree with Derek.
I
I
think
don't think it's a
I
nice
think it's a I think
experience
it's a it also depends on the train station.
on the
So
train station.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You mean there's some train stations you'd rather sleep at?
Nico walks, Nico up, tryna get loaded, tryna get bread, tryna get cut, tryna get pegged, scratch that, Nico bag, Nico bed, tryna make
Day above the ground. Another day above the ground. We're so grateful for today. We're recording this at exactly 15 minutes to 3 o'clock, November 10th, and it's 12 degrees. So, yeah, we're transitioning into winter. Either way, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot. You guys that watch, you guys that give us feedback. We love you so much. And yeah, keep up the spirit. So, yeah, first of all, I'll address Naomi not being here. Naomi apparently has some errands she's running. There's a lot of activities going on at uni, so she couldn't make it. But next time she comes on the pod, she's going to tell you guys what she was doing. And yeah. So she's with us in spirit. Nevertheless, I'm here with a very good friend of mine.
It's a
Welcome to
pleasure.
the pod, man.
Thank you. It's a
Welcome to
pleasure.
the pod.
The pleasure's mine.
Yeah, so you're going to tell the people who don't know you like some brief things. So like 1 2 minutes.
Well, my name is SHAGEE. I am a student as well in Germany. I've been here for, I think, now 2.5 years. And I've had a few experiences. I've met this wonderful individual called Derek, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man.
I'm happy to be
I
here.
was looking forward to seeing you here as well, man. Yeah, man. So, okay, Shaggy, we're going to dissect the topic with him today. And before we dive into that, how have you been doing?
Well, this week has been quite a little bit tough for me. I had a lot of errands to run,
Making ends meet as well.
making ends meet as well. You know how the thing is.
I know. Each and every
Yes,
day.
but it was a tough week, but above all, I'm alive, and that's what matters.
You're
Yes,
alive.
I
and
fought
you're
through the week, and I'm right here with you.
ready for the next week.
Ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts,
very
facts,
ready.
facts.
Yeah.
Uh,
How about you?
man, I've also had I said similar week as yours when you said tough. I think it was a tough week for me as well. Now the transition, it's our bodies I don't know, they react differently to the weather. So you get a flu, a headache, but yeah. So like Shaggy said, once you're alive, we cannot complain. We can't complain. So you guys have heard us talk about in most of our episodes. We've talked about we usually hint on having a lot of things to do. How life abroad is not easy, like someone like I quoted in the last video. So we are here to talk about the public transport because there's public transport is one of the things that is literally in we can't avoid. We can't avoid using it. So it's in our day-to-day life, and it's something that we felt we should share with you guys. Shaggy, minus the public transport, of course, like there is that, like there's the public and there's the private. I think Germany is known for having big car brands. I think when it comes to cars,
I know.
you're the right person to tell us about like like because like when we speak about Germany, it's engineering, so it's cars.
Of course, Germany is one of the countries, or if not the country, that was at the forefront in the automobile industry. Yes, people like Daimler. Okay, people who don't know who Daimler is, he's a genius, innovator and pioneer of what you people call today the Mercedes Benz. Yes. So Germany was at the forefront in the early 1800s.
Okay.
Yes, and so yes, the big brands here that are luxurious, that are like wanted across the whole world. Brands like BMW,
BMW as well.
Porsche,
Porsche,
Mercedes Benz.
Yeah,
you all find that here.
Here.
You all find that here.
Yeah, and you also find the trains as well. Like now there is the private, those ones, the guys that don't complain. Now there is the people who use the regional trains. Now, like Shaggy talked about the Mercedes and what, I'll take you guys through the public ones. Now the public ones, they have the ICE. The ICE is the ICE. No, okay, the ICE is a public transport means.
It's a public transport means, but let me say like a premium. Yeah, in this case it would be a premium public transport means, because you have to pay for it every time you take it. It's not. It's literally not free. Even other public transport is not free, but you have to pay every time you take an ICE.
Yeah. It's not in the package for the Deutschland ticket.
No, it's not.
Okay, for those who don't know ICE, for context, ICE is Intercity Express.
Yes.
Intercity Express. So there is that. Then we have the regional trains. We have the subway. The subways.
The trams.
The trams. Then the trams and the underground.
Yes.
So
the underground trains.
Okay.
And then
the underground trains are the trams.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's also those that move in between the city.
Those are called the street trains, like the S-Bahn,
Straßenbahn.
Yes.
The S-Bahn. So there are the S-Bahns and there are the underground ones.
And for those who don't know what the Deutschland, he talked about the Deutschland ticket. Yeah. The Deutschland ticket is basically a ticket that costs 49 euros. That basically allows you to travel the whole of Germany without paying again. But like you said, this is not covered under the ICE trains.
Under the ICE trains.
Yes. So whenever you take the ICE, you're actually supposed to pay.
Yes. That's for those guys who are planning to come. You don't enter the ICE train. I think you get fined.
Yes. Actually, talking about fines, my friend was recently fined about 150 euros. Yes, because they had actually paid the ticket for the ICE, but they were a little bit late. Like, Germany transportation sometimes is disappointing.
Exactly.
So they arrived late, and so they took the next available ICE because they thought they had paid for an ICE. And then they were fined because they were on the wrong ICE, and they were fined 150 euros, and that's a hefty fine.
Yes. That's really a blow on the bank account. Yeah. And especially now that you've already paid for the ticket, which is costly as well. So for a little bit of knowledge, because I have some question about that. They boarded the wrong ICE. They
had paid for a particular ICE, like they have like ICE 613. So they took the ICE 720. Yes, but they were all heading to the same direction, but they had to take the ICE they were supposed to take. So they were fined.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to the German and fine. When you talk about the fines, I've also received some few for the bikes.
The Germans love fines.
When you talk about fines. Cycling, you're cycling in
the wrong direction.
Boss, you have to.
You're supposed to cycle in the direction of traffic. If you cycle against the direction of traffic, then you're fined.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So when it comes to fine, those guys, and actually, I don't know about you, Shagee, but for me, every time I step out of I say, okay, it's 7 days in a week. 5 out of 7 days when I go out, I have to see a police coming around. 5 to if I'm going to uni in a Monday or Tuesday, or at least I'm going to work the other 2 days of the week, I just have to meet a police car somewhere. Is it how many of those are there? Is it like are they like always mobile? Are they always moving? Is it the same case for you?
It is. They move around a lot. Actually, they have a lot of police stations around. You stay here where you stay, that 20 feet away, there is a police station.
Yeah, there's one close.
Exactly.
Here.
So they have a lot of police stations. So in case of emergency, in case someone makes that 991 call, they are there.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes they're on the street. Sometimes I'm driving on the highway, and they're also driving through. So in case someone makes that call on the highway, in the city, in the residential areas, they are there, and I would like to give them their flowers for that.
Yes. Shout out to the police. Shout out to the police.
And also, you have to stay warned. If you do anything, it will take them just 3 minutes to get to you because they're everywhere.
Yeah, those guys. If you're always moving around at night without lights, because it gets dark at 5.
Yeah,
I think the daylight saving time is I think at the end of the last Sunday of October.
Yes.
We get 1 more hour of sleep.
Right? Okay. I want to put it like that, yes, but it's not one. Okay.
How is it like you?
It's fair, like when you say one more hour of sleep, but for me, it usually doesn't affect me that much, especially in the field of sleep. But I like that you actually see it that way.
Yeah, because it's we get how do you see it? Okay, now actually I was at work yesterday and I asked my people who were working at night that so boss, for us we had 1 more hour of sleep. Did you guys work an extra hour? Is it going to be paid and everything? Then the guys also like, by the way, like it's like actually that means we work extra hours. So we had 25 hours that day. 1 extra hour of sleep. So, okay, besides the daylight thing, because I think you guys know about it. So, at 5, it's dark. 5 p.m. it gets dark. So, you guys, if you're cycling without lights on, most of those guys are going to find you. They enjoy those finds. So,
they love the finds.
Yeah.
They love
It's always a win for them. Shaggy.
Please.
I think what has been your experience with the public transport? Do you have any stories that
the public transport is actually one of the factors that actually drove me to buy a car because it's not bad, but sometimes there are those moments when it really disappoints you.
In the 90th minute, it's like a blow.
Especially we are now in winter, we're transitioning to winter, especially in these days. If you're using the train, the train station, they have those seats that are metallic. When it's cold, those seats really get really cold. So if your train is late or if your train is cancelled and you have to be there for 1 more hour, oh my goodness.
You see.
So it was one of the factors that made me say, let me actually buy that car.
Because I think currently our R18 is not working. Our train from here.
Yes, it's actually not working. Yes.
So, I mean, okay, like someone would wonder, like now I think you have to take a bus to there. It means longer time usually.
Yes.
Because because now you have to the drivers whatever he's doing. It's going to be a longer distance, either way speaking. So, yeah.
But for our, sorry to cut you short, but for our dear listeners, the train system is not bad. Don't get us wrong. It is not bad. They actually have one of the best systems, I think, after Switzerland, because Switzerland in Europe has the best railway transport system.
Have you been to Luxembourg? Sometimes they resemble Luxembourg.
I've not been to Luxembourg, but I'm hoping to go there, I think, next year. Yeah, but I've been to Switzerland, I've been to Paris, I've been to France, I've been to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been to Croatia.
And
I can tell you, Switzerland's railway system is way up there.
And you're putting the Netherlands, you're putting Germany behind the Netherlands. Are you?
The Netherlands system is also not bad, but the German system, you see, what makes the German system a little bit different is that their system of public transportation was decentralized. So, and with this, I mean that it is not entirely, the whole transportation system is not entirely run by the government. So different cities, that's why, for example, in NRV, our railway system, our RE, is from the Rhine-Ruhr-Bahn.
Okay.
It is managed by Transdev. When you go to Dortmund, a different city, it is managed by something else. So this gives the train service, the public transport, more accountability to the people. Because if you perform poorly and people are always complaining, someone else who can bring up a train company can take the 10 that you have because people are not satisfied.
To cut you short, Shaggy, I thought the DB, the Doshman, was in charge of the trades.
It's up there, but it's not entirely in charge. Like they all report.
Okay, they all report.
Yes, but the DB is the German train like company, but even under it. Okay. That's why when you're going to Cleaver, you don't take the DB. When you're going to Düsseldorf, you take the RE10, but that RE10
is the regional train under
Rhine-Ruhr-Bahn. Yes, the Rhine. Okay. Rhine is the river here, the River Rhine. Yep. Then Ruhr means manufacture or like industrial. Actually, Ruhr means because the Ruhrgebiet. They usually say Duisburg is ein Ruhrgebiet because it's an industrial area. So it's the Rhine-Ruhr-Bahn, the Rhine River industrial train. Okay. Yes, okay. And it's managed by Transdev, not by DB. But they report, of course, to DB. So if the Transdev guys and the Rhine-Ruhr-Bahn do not perform up to the people's expectations and the people complain, then we can see Derek GmbH ban, and then he will take over. Okay. That's why that's why you see the system, the train, they try as much as possible to make it good. Because if you underperform, someone else can. Yeah, when you travel, you'll see in Dortmund, the train there is not, you will never see the Rhine-Ruhr-Bahn in Dortmund. It's a different company. Yeah. Okay. And that's the way it is in the whole of Germany. In Berlin, you will never see that this RE10 or the Rhine-Ruhr-Bahn trains in Berlin. No, it will be different. Yeah. But they all, of course, report to the Deutsche Bahn because it's the head. Yes.
Facts. So, yeah, that's a little bit of knowledge to you guys. This pod is an edutainment pod, so a little bit of educational and and entertainment as well. So, yeah, Shagee just served you guys with free knowledge, you get free content. Thanks, Shagee. And I think my experience for me with this it's crazy the things that happened. I've actually realized that Germans, I understand Germans by actions. I don't know if it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean with this?
Nowadays, when I'm on a train, okay, anywhere as well, outside home, outside where. A German can literally speak the German, his or her C1 level. I won't understand, but I'm not going to understand, but like by her actions or her tone, I'm going to know that she's asking me for this if I have this or that, or she's asking stuff like that. Now, okay. I was chipping in that a little before giving my experience. My experience, of course, everyone talks about punctuality. Punctuality this side is not really good, and the thing is, it's not there in the dying time. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the time when you really need the connection. That's the day when the person is, how do you call the captain? This is the captain.
Oh, the person who drives the train?
The train.
Okay.
We're gonna say captain. You guys can let us know their names. That's when the captain is sick. I don't know. They have submitted a sick note and they're not working. And now some days it gets on your nerves because remember you're paying the Deutschland, you're paying for that ticket, and now you're paying for that to get good services. But then the other guys on the other side, sometimes, now you see the funny thing is that I don't have any problem with the trains because I haven't used trains in a while. I'm usually here in my city here, trains is once in a while. Now, my funny experience is with the buses. We did talk about the buses underneath, but the buses this side as well, usually they are in between the city. They do a few kilometers, I think like 20 kilometers, usually now radius here. So, now I was going to a place. I was going to a place. Some place was like something like 10 kilometers from my place. Now someone could have said you could have rode a bike. It was winter. I don't have the money to customize my bike into a winter bike. So I'm waiting for the bus. So the bus delays, and I didn't have a choice. By then I'm like, I'll wait. Now in the process of waiting, you can look at the time and be like, okay, the bus is coming in like 10 minutes, so they were like, I can go get a coffee and come back and still find the bus.
Okay.
And yeah, so you check the connection, it's coming in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I think it was 10 minutes by then. So I just go pick something and then I'm coming back. So as I'm coming back, I realized that bus is leaving. So the bus had left early.
Oh.
Yeah. Now the reason as to why the bus had left early is the reason as to why the bus had left early is okay. The way how I was trying to understand it was because there was initially supposed to. I don't even know. I don't. Okay. I also don't know because now this person comes and he skips our stop. He skipped a stop and he just went to he
The bus driver skipped.
The bus driver, yeah, didn't stop at the place he was supposed to stop. He just continued. Okay, he was late, so I think to him he was like, I think he had.
You know that if there is no person at the stop,
bro,
they don't stop.
No, we were okay. The thing is, okay, no. The thing is, he came early. At the time, he was late. So now he figured out now for him to beat all these things late to reach the destination, he just had to leave. So the guy reached and he left. Like, you know, when you come at let's say your sis is leaving at 15 minutes past 2. So then you if you come early, you have to wait, right?
Yes.
You have to wait till the time and then you leave. So this guy came like 5 minutes early, and I think he camped there for like a minute. So he left. So he left early because I think he had missed the other thing. So bro, we had to just wait for 1 more hour, man. It was a funny experience because he left early, yet he was so the ends couldn't meet. But yeah, the punctuality here has been quite amazing.
Actually, Germany is performing poorly on the punctuality index of public transportation. Countries like Japan, China are way up there, like on punctuality, like on the dot. Excuse me, on the dot.
Sure.
Yeah. Recently, in Japan, a train I think delayed, I think by 5 minutes, and like it was on the news, like it was.
I think it was less than 5 minutes.
I think it was even actually less than 5. It was on the news. It was like a scandal. Yeah, and the train company actually had to refund everybody who had just for those 5 minutes. So they are really on the dot, but it's not the case in Germany.
Is it? But wait, so. But they boarded the train.
They boarded the train, yes, but it was late by 5 minutes or less, and they apologized to the people. They apologized to the public. They refunded their tickets because it's always on the dot. It had never. It's all in Japan. The train is always on the dot. They don't care.
Shout out to Japan. Yeah, German guys, you take lessons. Now, bro, just imagine now we would get refunded. Just imagine we would get refunded in Germany if the train didn't come or if the train delayed.
Then we would be rich for sure. We would be absolutely rich. I would just open my deal and even book to places. Yeah, I know I'm not going
because you would go sure they're going to be late.
Yeah, I would be rich.
Okay. So we put up a link for you guys to give us your experiences because we know there's quite many of you with different experiences. Apparently, most of you guys didn't actually tell us your experiences. I don't know why, because the link we put up is actually anonymous. So if you write your story, no one is going to know. Okay, I won't know unless you write your name down. But it's fine. It was the first time, so yeah, next time. So I'll read out a few. This one said, bro, German trains. I spent a night at Kivela, Bahnhof in winter, in Jan. It was the worst day ever. Every point of my body froze. And Jan.
I think that person was maybe from work and he was counting on the last train. And if his last connection just delayed by maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, that was it.
I have a feeling he must have come like first of all running. Because most of the times when we leave work, but I feel like when you leave, there's always for some reason a limited time. Okay, he said German train that spent a night. Do you think he missed it? Okay, the train probably came Okay, I spent a night in Jan. It was the worst day of my point. Every point of my body froze. He was probably coming from work. Yeah, that we figured out. So he missed the train. Oh,
Yeah. He must have missed it. Like the last train that he was counting
the last
on.
train.
Yeah.
Facts. So, yeah, am I spending a night at the band, bro?
Bro, sorry.
Sorry.
We can imagine. Sorry.
Yeah. I'll read out some other interesting one. Okay, this one says I ran 11 kilometers from Cleveland to my house because the bus decided not to come at 11 p.m. Apparently, I don't understand this one. I don't think.
No, he ran 11 kilometers.
From Cleveland? Oh, yeah. I know this guy. I know this guy. Oh my god. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. But you're an athlete, bro. This guy is an athlete. I know him.
Okay. So 11 kilometers was nothing to him.
I don't think so. This guy runs. Yeah, he's an athlete, so
okay.
I probably figured it out.
What are the people saying?
Yeah, this one also slept at the train station.
But I think that actually a lot of people have slept at the train station.
And I think it's also a good experience.
No.
I feel like you need. It's a very nice story. Like you probably had an experience sleeping, but also it depends on the bandwidth you sleep at.
Bro,
I think it depends on the
winter, bro. Your whole week is going to be mess, bro. I totally disagree with Derek. I don't think it's a nice experience.
I think it also depends on the train station.
On the train station.
Yeah.
You mean there are some train stations you would rather sleep at during winter?
I think okay, we're cutting off during winter. But like if you slept at the train,
you give me an example.
You probably
like
have stories to tell your kids. Yeah, like not like Dortmund. Yeah, it's busy. It's busy, so you can.
It's busy the whole night.
I mean, you can. These guys who sleep at the band of you guys should find clubs around. I think I'll Google okay, you can go to a club, spend the night there, and before you realize it's going to be morning.
These guys are Christians. They don't do that.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah, I think you're going to submit these things to DP. I think I have one more. This one is quite lengthy. I like this one. I also uploaded the link on Reddit as well, so I got a few stories.
Okay.
This one said I was riding the bus home from class in uni. I had taken some cold medicine and was coming down with the flu. I fell asleep and woke up to the bus driver asking me where my stop was and if I was okay. Apparently, I missed my stop and I was in the next city over. Lol. The driver was so nice, she offered to drive me back at my stop since it was on her way to the station.
And now that was lucky. That one was lucky.
That one was very lucky.
Because most of these guys, they don't.
Yeah, they're just going to yell at you.
All, bro. They don't care.
They speak to you even in German. So if you're there, you're not understanding, you think he's being racist, but he's just being.
Yeah, he's just being him.
That's how he has been. That's how he works with people that stay in the bus.
Wow.
But stay. Yeah, but I think also, this has also happened to many people. Like leaving your stop, then you get dumped. And I think, she was really lucky. Yeah, she was really lucky. And that's it. I don't really have another one. We don't really have. Let me see one last one. There's one who told me about him being in I can't find that one. So there's one who talked about I don't know if you've been to a train in Berlin. An S-Bahn. I don't know if you've been in any.
When I was
it's kind of wild when it gets there.
I was in Berlin. I was driving, so.
Okay, so it's right here. This one said, I recall maybe 7 to 8 years ago he was on his U-Bahn late at night when 20-something university students threw up on the train. She was so apologetic and saying, I'm sorry.
When what?
When 20-something, so
okay.
The number of students was in 20. They threw up on the train. She was so apologetic and saying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And other people on the train were surprisingly really supportive and helping her. The one student said, don't worry, it happens to everyone in Berlin once. Okay,
I
also moment. Okay, I'm puzzled as well.
yeah,
I'm puzzled as well, just
I
like
cannot
you.
quite catch the gist of that.
Yeah, I can't as well. But yeah, I think for more context, maybe you guys can let us know what you think, because I don't understand. 20 something through on the train. I don't know if a girl being chased on the train, 20 something, but yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. Most of you guys didn't tell us your stories, but at least we know something about the trains they said. And yeah, you guys can let us know what you think. You guys can tell us your stories perhaps in the comments. And yeah, Shaggy, you have something else to say?
Not really. Maybe just with Germany has done a great, not the greatest, but it has done a good job on the public sector for transportation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Of course, there are always those bad,
mm,
but at least I would say the biggest percentage is good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say that as well, because a friend of mine actually told me about how he moves freely on the zebra crossing, like with
Yeah.
headsets on. There's respect for
Yeah.
pedestrians this side.
Yeah.
The car doesn't move on your
Yeah,
crossing,
the
so
cyclists also don't care. You can be driving behind the cycle and they literally don't care because they know you know what to do and they're safe
calm,
until
calm.
you get to, because in driving school they teach us you're supposed to give the cycler
Mm-hmm.
1.5 meters away from them. So
Uh,
if you're in a road where that cannot be accommodated, you wait until you get to a place where you can actually give them the 1.5 and then overtake them. But otherwise, they'll ride in front of you, taking their time,
and you can't
having
do
it easy, and
anything
you cannot
about
do
it.
anything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So with that, we come to the end of our episode. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what you guys think about this video and your comments as well, and can't wait to see you in the next video. In the stats, they say that 50% of the people have not yet subscribed and they're watching the video, so hit that button and you'll get notified every time we post a video, a short, or anything. With all that, thank you for watching and ciao.
Okay, in Germany we say Auf Wiedersehen. That
Uh-huh.
means until I see you again.
Yep.
Yeah.